Prod Squad, what's good, man? It's your boy JR here, back with another video on this beautiful Saturday morning or afternoon now. Your boy been chilling. But yeah, so as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, man, today we will be installing the OPT7 Aura Pro grill lights. Now, I've been kind of getting this feeling where I want to kind of do some things that's a little, to add a little accents, you know what I'm saying, to bring the car a little more attention. Aside from just the usual. So you know, it's a couple things that I got, you know, coming down the pipeline. So one of the things today is, like I said, the OPT7 grill lights. So I have everything kind of laid out right here. I'm gonna show y'all this real quick. All right, so this is the kit right here. Everything right here that comes with the kit. So you got your 4 lights that are connected, well, that you stick with double-sided 3M tape, but we have the 3M tape, but it also comes with zip ties that I'm definitely going to be using to make sure that they stay secure and everything. But I kind of have things kind of laid out here the way that you know, they're going to be connected. So for each light, it has an extension cord, so you can run your cords to your battery connector or however else you want to wire it. But so for all the 4 lights that have 4 extensions, these 4 extensions connect to these connectors here. So 2 connect to this one, 2 connect to this one right here. And these 2 connectors, they come down to this one for each one. And then this is the Bluetooth box, because this is controlled by Bluetooth. These connectors connect each to these right here. And from there, we just connect this power cable to this end of the power cable, and that connects to your battery. You got your ground, and then you got your positive right here, and these 2 wires right here are basically what you want to use. So like when you connect it to pretty much how like my interior underglow, my interior lights are under the footwells and everything, to where when you crank the car up, that's when they'll come on, and when you turn the car off, they'll turn off that way. So that's pretty much how the connections and everything goes. So we're gonna have to get in the hardware mode a little bit here to do this. So I've already got the hood up and everything, because basically I'm gonna have to remove the front bumper to put the lights in the way that I want to put them in. And the way that this grill is set up, they're not gonna shine, because I've looked at a couple of the videos, but they're not gonna shine. I mean, it's gonna be across the front, bottom, and across the top as well. You'll be able to see them. But okay, I'm gonna tell y'all, I plan on putting a wide body kit on this thing, and the front fascia is gonna have to change. So when we get the new front fascia and everything put on, man, it's gonna look real good, because the grill is gonna be a lot more wide. I won't have fog lights anymore. You know, I kind of don't like that, but that's just how it is on the new front fascias and everything. But so we're about to go ahead and start taking this bumper off, and I'm gonna walk out through the process as much as I can, because I've never done it before. Seen a couple videos, but man, we just gonna have to go through this thing. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, if this is something that you're interested in, obviously it is, because you clicked on the video. Go and hit the like button, drop a comment below as we go through. Please don't judge too harshly. I am not a mechanic. I'm just doing what I see and the best that I can do it, man, to be honest with you. So hit that subscribe button, man, because we got a lot more things coming. So let's go and get into it. All right, so the first thing you're obviously gonna have to do is pop off these 2 plastic pieces here, which will go to the side. After we take off these 2 plastic pieces, there are a couple clips that you want to have to loosen up the bumper with. So we're gonna have to pop off this clip here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're gonna go ahead and take those off right now. All right, guys, so I got the clips out. I did forget to point out, when you take these out, you'll have to use like a flathead screwdriver. That's what I used. Or if you have a pry tool, you can try to use that as well. But yeah, you're just gonna pull out all 6 of those clips like that. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take a socket. You're gonna need a 7mm socket and a 10mm socket to get this part off here. So you're gonna loosen up that bolt there. You're gonna take that one off, which is in the corner, the headlights. And you're also going to do the same thing in this corner over here. So you have this socket right over here. I believe that looks like it might be a 10, but let me see. So that's a 10mm socket that you're going to need to get those out. So let's go on and take those out. All right, y'all, so we got the bolts out up top here in each of the corners. And I started kind of sliding the bumper out already, but I have the bolts out up top here. But then I also took out the, all right, so there's the 10mm bolt. This bolt right here is right here on the corner on the inside of this fender. You take those two out. I already got the wheel turned over here and I already did the same. But you just pop that bolt out, and this bolt right up here in the corner, and then you should be able to just pull it out. So let's go on and try this. There we go. All right, y'all, it's getting hot out here, but so we got the front bumper off. We also took off that little extra plastic piece here, because what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and I want to install the lights. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting one strip going from the edge here all the way across, and then another strip going from that edge across the bottom as well. And I probably, based on the way the grill looks right here up top, probably put a couple more, maybe one shining right across here, across the inside on the back. It's kind of hard to show you, but then another one right across the top, just to make sure the light coverage is pretty good. So I'm gonna use zip ties. I'm gonna use the tape as well, but I'm gonna use the zip ties just to make sure it's really secure, and I'm gonna make sure I have the ends and everything. The cords are extended long enough to be able to reach up top here. So when I get to that part, I'll explain exactly what I did. All right, y'all, so I have the lights up where I think I want them. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not completely sure about the placement. I know the two on the bottom are perfectly fine. Like, I have one strip going down here across, and then I have another one going across. So looking at where the grill is, and that's where you'll be able to see through, those I think will be fine. I think those are gonna shine fine. My concern is the light, is the grill up top. So based on the placement that I have it in, I have one strip, you can't see behind here, but I have one strip facing the radiator going straight across, and then I have another strip sitting on top, basically up top here on the back side, so that the light will kind of shine up. So I think that'll be enough coverage, but I was wondering if I needed to have something shining down. Then I was thinking of putting it up top above, under the front fascia up top above those two small inserts, and just have it shining down. But I don't want to do that because there's no way I can really zip tie it or secure it properly, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with this, with what I have right here. Hopefully the brightness will be you know, high enough to where it'll be able to shine. But so I have one connector right here, one connector for a light right here that I'll have to run up, and I'm going to zip tie it across the top around the back. The other one for the bottom I have coming out right here, so I have to connect that and run that through there as well. And then I have these other two right here, so I connect the lights, connect the wires to that, and I want to run everything just like right over here. I don't think that everything is going to be quite long enough for me to run to the back side, to where the fuse box is in the back. So I think I'm gonna have to pretty much try to run everything right here. So let me get my wires and everything ran. All right guys, so I got everything wired up. I have the bumper put back on. Everything is back the way it's supposed to be, and I feel comfortable with it. So basically what I did is, as I ran the wires up, I have the one that was on that side ran against this this part of the frame right here, and then I have them all kind of coming down right here. So as you can see, I got them zip tied right here, and then have them just kind of running down this way. I was just gonna connect it right here, but I really wanted everything to kind of be in the back. So that's what I tried to do. I ran all the wires through here, through the inside of the fender here. And now, if you want to take a look on the inside here, on the inside, I pretty much have the wires right here. So what I'm doing is I have the wires and the Bluetooth box inside of this here. If y'all have a Challenger, y'all know this right here is just, you know, it's just a flap. It's got a lot of space in there, so I use that to store the the Bluetooth box. So now I have all the other wires are there. The only 3 wires that I have going to the back of the car are there's a positive for the dome light and a negative for the dome light, so that they'll work as my interior lights on the footwell work. So I have that going there, and I have the main power. So I have all of those running under this panel right here and down to the back around the back seat. And I kind of tucked everything. I didn't put the back seat back up yet, but you know, throw that back. All right, so if I throw that up, then you can kind of still see them right there. I still got to do a little bit more tucking. All right, so picking this up from the back here, if you look back here in the back, I have the actual power wire right here, which is positive and a negative. So what I did is I cut the hook that usually connects directly to the battery. I cut that, and what I did is I went and bought a wire tap. So I had to go and buy the connectors here. So I connected that, extended it a little bit, connected that there, and I have the wire plugged into a spare fuse plug down here. This spare fuse, you got like this entire back row is basically spare fuses. All right, so you've got a 10 amp fuse inside of here already, but then I put another 10 amp inside that fuse right. Dang, I can't even get to it. Inside that fuse right there, another 10 amp fuse right there. And then I just plugged that into one of the fuse spares. This entire back row is just fuse spares. I feel like it's what I did is I plugged it into 52. That's a fuse spare. So yeah, definitely get you a fuse tap, go on, cut your wire, connect them, extend it, whatever you gotta do. Plug the positive into 52. Of course, we got the negative right here on the ground. And those 2 small wires, I basically spliced my original, the interior footwell lights. I basically just connected that red wire to that red wire. So those 2 are pretty much connected. And then of course we have the ground connected to the ground. All right. So from there, what that does, so when I open the doors, I get in the car. All right, so when I crank up the car, the footwell lights come on right there. So that's what I want for the outside too. And those basically just stay on, and I can connect to the app and change whatever features I want. So now we're gonna go outside and I'm gonna show you what they look like. Alright, so as you can see, they are on. Now I'm gonna turn the lights off. Now I'm gonna turn the car off. And see, the footwell lights went off. Also, the grill lights went off. So that's what you want right there. That way you don't have to worry about trying to remember to to turn the lights off, because it's gonna kill your battery. It just turns off automatically. So definitely, anytime you're doing some lights like this, man, fuse tap that thing. Just go on and fuse tap it. All right, so it's almost a little bit dark out here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till it gets completely dark, and I'm gonna show y'all the last product, the finished product. All right, y'all, we out here, man. You see, we got the lights going with the headlights on. This is what we looking at. Shine it down nice. based off of what's available for the grill and what can show at the moment, this looks really good right here. We got the middle part showing. I wish it was a little bit brighter up front, but it might be okay. It might actually be okay, but look, we're gonna play around with these lights a little bit here. So we got an app right here. Go to Bluetooth. So I got my interior lights, and then they got the grill lights. The grill lights are the Aura Pros 7200s. Alright, so we're going next. Turn on the Bluetooth connection. So we got white for now. Then we got the brightness down here at the bottom. So we're going to turn this brightness up and see. Alright, so it definitely shines brighter. That looks good, man. I kind of wish it was shining a little bit more up top on the grill, but I still think that looks really good. I mean, it can only shine so much, you know what I'm saying? But the bottom looks dope. We got a little shine on the ground action going here, and if we want to change colors, we got the red. So whatever type of look we're going for, we can go, man. Let me see. So let's go random. Scroll and go to different colors. Trying not to get this headlight glare right here. Let's see, we got strobe, and that's just, we can change the speed and the brightness on that one. Try to see if I can get it to focus. Alright, so we got a different mode over here, color fade. You can change the speed of the color fade. That's a pretty dope look right there. See, take the speed up a little bit, see what that looks like. Just a little bit faster. Okay, okay. Let's see, let's go random with the color fade. And it's just gonna cycle through a bunch of different colors maybe. Alright, cycle again. Let's see. Yeah, that's a dope little look right there. SoundSync. Going crazy because of the cam. I like color fade, man. So if I slow it down, it just kind of flashes, which I won't be doing that because I ain't trying to get no attention like that. Strobe, it's a little hard, you know what I mean? Solid, I think we're just gonna keep it on solid. But what I think is dope, take it off random, put it on white. That's gonna be my neutral color right there. So when I'm cruising down the street, that's what's gonna be shining. That's a dope look, man. And it's just gonna be like that. I don't have to turn it off. I can turn it off and turn it on manually if I want to, but I can just keep it like that. When I crank the car up and turn the car off, that's how it's gonna look. It's a dope look, man. All right, so let's get on up out of here. All right, so basically, guys, look, I think everything looks really good. I'm extremely excited about using these, and the fact that I don't even have to think about it. You know, I just turn on the car and they come on, turn off the car, they go off. I can change the different colors and everything. You know, it's got the music sync, the sound sync and all that, but because of the cam in the car, it's not going to really work as efficiently as, you know, it could. But it's nice to be able to have it so that I can change the color anytime to what I want, and, you know, go from solid and just different effects and everything. That's real nice. But if you're thinking about getting these, man, they're on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. These are the 24-inch ones, so they're going to be like $82.99, right? But make sure you click, there's like an apply a 5% coupon to it. Make sure you click that 5% coupon and save you a little bit of change on these, all right? Also, click the link in the description if you want to go and purchase them. You'll be helping the channel out so we can do some more stuff like this, man. But anyway, if you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. It's your boy JR. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Please don't forget to subscribe. But take it easy. Until next time. Peace.